Most people think their financial problems will disappear once they earn more money. But something strange happens once you get that raise. Your life doesn't change. Your spending does. More income, same financial pressure. Your lifestyle quietly expands to absorb that extra income. So when you're earning more, your financial life hasn't moved because of lifestyle. Back when I was a student, living off student loans in the UK, and for those of you that know about the loans we get at Finance Wales, then you know. But we basically got a decent loan for tuition fees and for maintenance, so for living, which is more than enough to live on each year as a student in the city I was living in. So, but in the last week or so, before each instalment, I'd have like £2 to last me the last week. Lifestyle choices. The truth is, income doesn't build wealth. It's the gap between income and lifestyle. Two people could have the same salary, let's say they're on 40 grand a year. But if one spends 30 grand, the other spends 20. Over 10 years, their lives are going to look completely different. Completely. You need to spend wisely. Your time, your money, your emotions. If you spend all three of those wisely, you're going somewhere. Now I'll give you something. I'll give you some structure. One thing you can do to not fall for your temptations is, for your increase in income, set a savings amount. So let's say your salary increases £500 per month. Say half of that is going to go towards investing, or towards your savings account, or towards your cash ISA. The rest you can enjoy, you can spend however you want, but 50% of that goes away. So in your mind, your salary has really just increased 250. Have that mindset where you've only increased your income by £250, because that's locked away in a growth account, or in a savings account, or whatever it might be. Second thing you can do is defining what is enough. What really is enough? Enough is never enough. That's not true. You can definitely define enough. You can put your ego aside and say, what is enough right now in my current situation? Because I guarantee if you actually sit down and think, what do you need right now? It's nowhere near the figure you're thinking about. Lifestyle choices. Lifestyle inflation is a trap. And the trap is so powerful because lifestyle inflation, it feels deserved and socially validating. Let me tell you a story, and this is a true story. Someone goes to the races with a group of friends who are very wealthy men, and this guy wins big on a bet. He earns a few £1,000s. Now, what would normally happen with everyone else in that group? They would spend it on that day, bottles of wine, bottles of champagne, whatever it might be. But they spend it and enjoy it as part of the day. But the wealthiest man in that group pulls this guy aside who's won big and says, just pocket that. You don't need to spend that on this day. When you take that home, that will go a lot further for you. Not in a patronising way, but you can spend that a lot more wisely than on bottles of champagne today. Most people aren't broke because they don't earn enough. They're broke because their standards rise faster than their discipline. Have the discipline to not fall for your impulses. Every time your income grows, you have a choice. Upgrade your lifestyle or upgrade your future. Most people choose the first, disciplined people choose the second. Wealth grows quietly, whilst everyone else is upgrading loudly. In 5 years' time, either you'll be glad you started today, or you'll be trying to explain why you didn't. Time's ticking.